Hey there. If you didn't see my July wrap-up video, I want to say the same thing for this video. Sorry for the way I sound. I haven't been feeling well, but I wanted to do these videos. This right here is Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, and I've never read anything by him before. He is my new favorite author. This book was amazing. This was just the kind of book that I like. This is part of a trilogy called the Southern Reach Trilogy, and I highly, highly recommend it. If you like stories that are like really mysterious and creepy and ominous and exciting, because I found this to be exciting. I think some people would find it to be a little slow, especially people that just like action, 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 but this was exciting to me in a cerebral way. And there was a lot of cosmic horror. I know that this won an award for science fiction, I believe the Nebula Award, and a lot of people consider this science fiction or fantasy, but I felt that this was horror as well because it reminded me of, there's a part in here that reminded me a lot about Cthulhu and the old ones and the dark gods. So I would classify this as cosmic horror as well. But the way the book ended, I mean, I love the book, but I'm just not satisfied. I need more, more, more. So I'm going to be reading the whole trilogy. And I also have Born by Jeff Vandermeer, which I want to read soon. But like I said, this was the first one that I've read by him. New favorite author. I've been looking up all the books that he's written. But anyway, okay. Basically, just to give you an idea what this book is about is there's this place called Area X. And apparently out of nowhere, this border, and they never explain the border. I might find out about it in another book in the trilogy. They never explain what this border is, but it just like apparently pops up. And it secludes this area where there's all this different wildlife. And it's wildlife that you're familiar with, but with strange changes. And they're supposed to send people on these expeditions. The Southern Reach is this like secretive government agency, and they've dedicated themselves to this Area X. And they send expeditions, and they're supposed to map the area and get information on the area, but you find out pretty quick that that's not what it's all about, that that's just a cover to get what they need. And they do it. This is the 11th expedition. No, this is the 12th. Now the 11th expedition came to a very mysterious end or conclusion. People disappeared, and then some people showed up out of nowhere and nobody knows how they got past the border and left Area X, and they were weird, and then they ended up dying of cancer. And all the mysteries of it in Area X, the wife of one of those in the 11th expedition, so she signed up to become a part of the 12th. And because of various failures and things that happened in other expeditions, like mass murder, mass suicide, etc., they decided this time this would be just 4 women that would be on this expedition. And when you read it, you find out what they discover. It's told from the point of view of the biologist. They send a biologist, a surveyor, an anthropologist, and a psychologist. And the psychologist is not to be trusted. And like I said, it's told from the point of view of the biologist. And I guess the idea is you're supposed to find her journal. The next expedition, they are going to find her journal, supposedly, and read it and discover more details about Area X. They say that they have documented these 12 expeditions, but the biologist finds out that before the quote-unquote first expedition, there were far more expeditions. She doesn't discover, I mean, what she discovers, I just get the feeling is like a very minimal part of the major story. So that's why I can't, wait to read the trilogy. they keep hearing this moaning of some unknown creature in the middle of the night. And the biologist, while she's trekking around the area, she's going to this lighthouse, and she's coming back from this lighthouse. And when she's coming back from this lighthouse, which is very mysterious in itself, okay, plus there's another object that wasn't on the map that's there that's very mysterious and ominous. And but anyway, she's on her way back from the lighthouse, and she just barely gets a glimpse of this creature that's moaning. And it's kind of shedding, and she finds pieces of it. I'm not going to tell you anymore, because I want you to read this book and discover all these things for yourself. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. Thanks for stopping by.